Welcome back to the channel, survivors, and welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. Typically, my videos are made in a positive light, and they are normally brought to you guys from some sort of positive information or some sort of good news that we have spreading throughout the Ark Survival community. Well, unfortunately, today's video is none of those things, and we are unfortunately brought together here due to another, yet probably not surprising, delay for the console's release. If you guys have not heard the news yet, the official console version of Ark Survival Ascended was officially due to launch for Xbox on November 14th, aka today. Well, unfortunately, they just announced yesterday that that is purely not happening, and the certification process, I guess, is taking longer than they expected. Therefore, they're going to have to delay the Xbox version. For today's example, we're just going to take a look at the official Twitter account for the game, all right? If we scroll down, we can see approximately 8 hours ago, they dropped this tweet here. It says, Xbox and Windows survivors, the game is still going through certification process and will not be releasing on Tuesday, aka today, November 14th. We are expecting it to release later this week, but we'll update you with a more precise time when we have it. And you can obviously tell from all these comments, man, players are just simply not happy. A lot of them are acting like there's no surprise. Some of them are stating like it doesn't matter because they're PlayStation players, you name it. They're just simply not happy, and quite frankly, I understand why. The console version was originally supposed to launch with the Steam version at the exact same time. Obviously, they delayed the console version until at least further notice. We just found out recently they actually set a hard date, which is very rare for Wildcard Studios, but they set a hard date for November 14th, aka today. Unfortunately, now they're announcing here that we're not going to be seeing even the Xbox version, and now we don't have the Xbox version or the PlayStation version, and we have no exact time frame of when we will actually see them. So rightfully so, you can understand why players are just obviously upset. I know some of these players have even announced publicly, whether they do privately or actually make this decision, but they have made several statements across the board through the Ark community that they're just purely not even going to pick up or pay for the Ark Survival Ascended version of the game because they've just simply waited too long and the hype by now is dead. I will state, like as I stated in my last previous video here, I really hope that they can actually pull this out and get the console version for Xbox and PlayStation by the end of the holiday season, and that would be roughly around, Christmas by the 25th. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like that's going to be the only real shot that Wildcard Studio has to save the game and profit enough from it, I guess, to make it worthy to continue making DLCs and making additional expansions. We've had Ark Survival Evolve now for how many years? Since 2015, and although that has made them tons and tons of money, and it still holds a really strong player base, I just have a feeling that running through this mill again with Ark Survival Ascended, postponing the console delay, the Steam version has been out for however long already, I just think that they're just pushing themselves further and further into a hole that's going to be a lot harder for them to dig themselves out and make the game a success. Now, in addition to the announcement of the Xbox console version of Ark Survival Ascended being delayed, what's very interesting is that also earlier today on the Xbox UK website, which is basically Xbox for the UK, their official Twitter account, they actually dropped 13 hours ago a tweet that talks about their upcoming streaming schedule for this week, where they basically showcase like different features or new updates or just brand new games on the Xbox console. Well, check this out. They dropped this tweet and it says, so many games you don't want to miss this week. Let's check them out with Xbox on. Again, they're going to be live streaming essentially these games played on the Xbox console. What's interesting here is that they have Monday, Call of Duty Zombies, Tuesday, Coral Island 1.0 launch day, and then Wednesday, look at this, Ark Survival Ascended new release. Thursday is Teardown Console, and then Friday once again is Call of Duty multiplayer. And this is very interesting because not only did we get the delay like indefinitely, yes, they mentioned that it could potentially see it coming out the end of this week or by the end of this week, but we all know Wildcard, we all know that that potentially is not going to happen, and they're going to postpone postpone the Xbox launch even further. Or will they? So Microsoft is a really big company, and they have a lot, and I mean a lot of money to throw around at these little companies. Sometimes they buy out studios, sometimes they just collab with studios. In general, anything that goes on the Xbox platform, they essentially have a lot of money invested and tied up in, and that gives them a lot of power to make decisions or not make decisions. And in this case, I think it makes a lot of sense, or it could be rumored to make sense, that we could be seeing, executives at Xbox last minute here pulling the card on the Xbox launch just to have them postpone it until after their Xbox on, live streaming preview. Because a couple of reasons. One, not only would this benefit Xbox directly, right? Because nobody else can play the game on console at that moment, so you're not really competing with anybody at that moment, and all of the console players for Xbox, Ark Survival Ascended would be tuning in to watch whatever the footage and to see the quality of that stream on an Xbox specifically. Not only that, it would also benefit Wildcard Studios, right? Because not only could they do their own launch on their YouTube channel and get however many thousands of viewers, but if you had an even bigger platform, let's say Xbox, for instance, Xbox on, live streaming it to hundreds of thousands of people potentially, that's a lot of more eyes on your game and on your product. And as a business that is, obviously they want to sell copies of their game that has already had a really rocky start, this might just be a extra jump or promotion, essentially, that they need to really excel selling the game. Not only that, this would be a really good marketing ploy for them to live stream it to hundreds of thousands of people via the Xbox On Showcase, and then either directly afterwards would probably be the biggest factor, or potentially wait a couple of days, see the feedback from the official stream on the 15th, and then push it out on Friday right before the weekend hits. I think it would absolutely be a good marketing push. Now, I could be reaching here. Obviously, none of this is, anything official. This is all pure speculation based on my marketing background, and this is just a theory that I come up with last night via my live stream. But overall, guys, that's going to be essentially wrapping up the news that we have for the console launch. The unfortunate part is the Xbox version has been delayed. They have not given us an actual date of its official release. All we know is hopefully by the end of the week, and then PS5 is still unfortunately in delay once again indefinitely. We don't have an exact time frame. They just told us by the end of November. Hopefully they are looking to get it out. Either way, guys, I'm going to be here covering everything you need to know about it, and I will absolutely be watching the console showcase on November 15th via the Xbox On's website. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Ark Survival Ascended related. Also, don't forget I am actually hosting a PvE community server for Ark Survival Ascended on the Steam platform. Unfortunately, at the moment, I will be branching that open to more Xbox and PS5 users as soon as that option does become available through Nitrado. But as of right now, if you guys are looking for a cool community to hang out with, again, that is PvE. All of the rates are official besides like 3 or 4 of them, and that specifically relates to taming, breeding, and then hatching and maturity, I believe. But outside of that, everything is almost official rates. So if you're looking for that official grind, but on a more friendly PvE server, we would love to have you. With that being said, though, guys, as always, you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you all on the next one.